Alright, what's up guys? Back in the world again, and let's get back into it. So, last episode, we made the amazing discovery, there it is over there, of this awesome skeleton spawner right over here. The spawner itself actually isn't over here, of course, but just below this pillar of netherite, about 100 blocks down, is a skeleton spawner. So, I think I would like to make a farm out of that, if possible. Let's go see if we can't, there we go. Get ourselves some more loot. There we go. Okay. So, and as I was watching back the episode, I went and made myself armor, and I didn't make myself any diamond boots, just because I thought I was being conservative, you know, saving the iron and whatnot, or saving the diamonds. But at this point, I don't think I really care. I'm gonna go ahead and just make myself the diamond boots, and this way we'll have full diamond armor. We can always get more diamonds, so we'll just toss those in there. Before we make any sort of farm out of that, it is very, very close to the house, so I don't think that would be very difficult to do. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion on whether or not it would be okay for me to dig all the way down to it, pick it up, and bring it up here and just make a farm up here where it's a little bit closer. Um, if not, no biggie, we'll just make a farm out of it where it's at. If y'all say that's okay, then I will go ahead and grab it and bring it up here. Um, and if we don't get any comments yet, I'll just make a farm out of it where it is, should that need arise, and then if the comments suggest when they do come in, if the comments say yeah it's okay, then we'll grab it. We'll just make a better farm closer to the house. So, but for this episode, I think what I would like to do is go ahead and make ourselves an automated pumpkin and watermelon farm. Which means we are going to need a lot of iron, a lot of redstone, and a lot of nether quartz and cobblestone and wood. So we got the cobblestone, we got the wood. No, we don't have the wood. We need more wood actually. Um, let's see. So you can get out of the way, thanks. I'm just gonna put all this back actually while we get the wood. I'm thinking what we will do is we will make let's see, I would like to do a stack of watermelon and pumpkins each, maybe 2 stacks even. So maybe what we do is we'll start off with a stack each, and then we'll go from there with the as far as the pistons and observers go. And now that we have that skeleton spawner, I'm not too worried about making the all those bones into bone meal. So that's why I just did that. So, in case you're wondering, y'all get out of the way. I did try to edit for the first time the last 2 episodes, so let me know how that went. I was basically just doing cuts. I didn't do any sort of transitions or anything like that. Anything that I feel like was a little bit off topic for the video, or if it was just, you know, something we didn't need to worry about, like you guys didn't need to watch me as I ran down or ran up from the mines, or as I was digging around in the mines, stuff like that. I just cut it out. Tried to keep it still a little bit fluid, but let me know what y'all think about that. And we will go from there. But yeah, let's go ahead and my food chest is here. I need to plant saplings for wood. So let's go ahead and do that. There, now that we did that, we will go ahead and just bone meal these and cut them down. So, we're going to move this over here just because I'm not going to be using a pickaxe for a little bit. So like I said, we're going to start with a stack of each as far as pistons and observers go, and then maybe try to work towards 2 stacks each. Come on, there we go. Good lord, wasting my bone meal on that, but thank God we found that spawner. While we wait for those to grow, nothing's grown yet. We're just gonna run down here to the swamp and chop down a couple of these trees. Just be done with it. So that means we are also going to need a stack of iron. So that's 46. And we only have 30 something iron. So we're going to need quite a bit. So we will do some strip mining down at the mine. What I'll probably do, just so you guys are aware of what cut will be made, is I will be cutting the mining content out. I know I said I'm making an automatic farm. The reason I'm planting these right now is because I want them to grow and get me enough seeds before we plant that automatic farm. So these guys will continue to grow pumpkins. Those guys will grow up or pumpkins. They'll continue to grow melons. The others will grow up and grow melons as well. As they do, we'll harvest them, turn them into seeds. So, that is that. I'm going to dump this in here. We're going to take all of this. We need to make ourselves some torches. Put some sticks in here. Put that back in there. We can put the... Oh, we already had the wood that we needed. Well, shiggity. Okay. So, there's that. Okay. Let's go down to the mines. I know just where I can grab some iron, too. If we go back to where the monster spawner is, which isn't here, it is here. There was a little bit of iron in the ceiling. Right there. 7 blocks is enough, I think. Yeah. Yep. Come on, big iron vein. Oh, yeah. Alright, so We got ourselves about 19 out of that. Not too shabby. For a stack of observers, we will need 2 stacks of redstone, a 3rd stack of redstone for a stack of pistons. So let's come up here. We'll mine ourselves a little bit of gold too. And there's the diamond we need for another diamond pickaxe. And it's only a diamond. Dang it. Make it more. Yes. Thank you. 13 diamonds. Not too shabby. Alright, redstone. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm a greedy, hungry boy. Gimme. Alright, that's 41 redstone. Here's some lapis we can always take. There's some more diamonds. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Let's run over here. Ooh, hello. Ooh, you scared me, bud. Alright. There we go. I did see there's a creeper over that way. There's the spider. Let's kill you. Thank you. I'm going to do that as a marker to show where we came in at. Because I can already tell you this is going to be the kind of place I get lost in. More diamonds. At this point, we might be able to leave here with a stack of them. If we keep this rate up. Just lighting this stuff up. I read somewhere that it's no longer based on light level necessarily, monster spawning, so much as it is as long as the light level is above 0, they won't spawn. So there we go, level 30. We can go enchant the next diamond pickaxe. It's crazy that we have found ourselves more diamonds than we have iron. I mean, look at that, 38 to 28. That's crazy. But I'm sure that will end up changing here as we go along. Ooh, boy. This place is quite expansive. We got a lot of enchanting ahead of us, so I am not going to skimp on the lapis nor the redstone because we will definitely be needing that for our farm. Not going to go down there much further. That's copper, don't need that. I don't want to fall down there. I'm not going to grab that redstone. Never know when you're going to need some gold. Am I seriously not able to reach that? There we go. I'm going to leave here with a number of different resources. Ow. That was great parkour on my part. There we go. I do hear lava. Ooh, hello. There we go. Right off the bat, some more bone meal for our farm. There's the lava I heard earlier. Okay. Oi. I have my mouse scroll wheel turned way up. And I think I need to turn it down because it's super sensitive and it gets to the point where it actually scrolls the opposite direction that I intend it to do. Alright, give me those. That's 54. Hello, housekeeping. Hello. Oh, this is where we got lost at last time. I thought it was weird that I saw a bridge there that looked like it was man-made. I do hear an Enderman. Alright, that puts us at a stack and 10 of iron. Only 2 torches left, so gotta be a little sparing with them. Oh, that's the lava from earlier. Kaboo. Housekeeping. Hello, iron. Can always use more coal. And we're at almost 2 stacks of iron, which is good. We need the extra. Anything right next to me here? No? Okay. Okay. Yeah. This cave is by far the largest I have ever seen. Hands to yourself, mister. It is so large, I can't even render the other side. Ooh, amethyst. Don't blow up the island. You did it. You suck. I guess really it's me that sucks. I'm the one that whacked you over towards it, didn't I? I already have a... Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, we're back finally. And we got such a massive haul. I mean, it's insane. I got... Look at this. I mean, so much lapis, so much redstone, almost a stack of diamonds, a stack of coal, or gold, stack and a quarter of coal. I mean, not that big a deal, but 4 stacks of iron, 2 stacks of our first amethyst geode that we found. Just one geode had so many budding amethyst in it that we were able to get 2 full stacks of the shards. I have never had a haul like that ever. I am so glad I put this chest down here because we're not gonna, there's no way we're gonna have room for any of, like, all of this in there. It's a good thing we gathered all this coal because bam, bam. Watch it go. We are going to need to compress this stuff that we've gotten so much. This is just next level. I have never had this much of any of this stuff in my life. There we go. Don't need blue dye. Give me all of that. The only thing I don't like is that you can't compress the quartz into quartz blocks and then, like you can with redstone and lapis and gold and iron and all that, make it back into the individual ones. I hate that you can't do that. We need to make our first stack of something, and that is our first stack of pistons. So give me 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can hang on to that. Seven blocks makes 63 redstone. We are missing... I have everything. Actually, boom, 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 boom. Cobbled deep slate is compatible as cobblestone. Why are you being weird? It's not? But you can make cobblestone tools out of it. That's so weird. Oh, you're gonna make this such a hassle now. 2, 3, 4. There's a stack of pistons. That means we're gonna need so much more cobblestone. I cannot stand this. You know what we're gonna do? We got such a boatload of diamonds. We're gonna make another diamond pick. And we're gonna turn it into... Or we're gonna enchant it. But we pulled out the diamond sword first because we want to see what the enchants are on that. We'll make a diamond hoe. Just kidding. Sword first, fire aspect 2. Pew, pew. Efficiency 4. Okay, that's all I really needed anyways. So... Now what we need to do, we're going to toss you in here. We're going to put that onto this one and get efficiency 5, but not before we go and get mending from our librarian villager. So I'm going to need 6 stacks of cobblestone. Oh my goodness. Get out of my bed, fool. My spot. Oh, we got a second blast furnace. Well, then why don't we get it going? Boom. 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 2 blast furnaces at once. Let's go. Level 30 again. Let's go. Let's see if we can get Silk Touch on a pick. If we can get Silk Touch on a pick, we'll have our second pickaxe made. That's efficiency 4. Don't necessarily want efficiency 4. What's this? Fire aspect 2 yet again. Doot 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 doot. Prot 4, that might be what we do. Prot 4 there too. Prot 4, oh my goodness, what a deal. Fire Prot 4. 8 and 2, we're going to do you. We're enchanting our diamond chestplate. We get stacked. Prot 4 on breaking 3. Nice. Not too shabby. Let's see if this villager does mending. If he will give us mending, smite 3. We're going to cycle your trades. Not worried about infinity just yet. Mending 14. Let's go. Pretty sure I have 14 emeralds. If not, we can easily get 14 emeralds. 17. And the book. Come on, you guys. Let's go. You stay right there, librarian. Don't you go anywhere. You are my new favorite villager. Thanks, bro. With the extra iron, we can also make ourselves an anvil. And we will now have our first perfect diamond pickaxe. What do you guys got to say to that, huh? Okay. 2 and 3. Word to the wise here, y'all. Anvils can break, as we all already know, after so many number of uses. Well, that means, see, this is going to cost 7, so we don't want to do that. This is going to cost 2. We want to do that first, and then we'll do that. Perfect diamond pickaxe. Mending, efficiency 5, fortune 3, unbreaking. As I was saying, these guys could break after so many number of uses. You'll see the cracks along the top. It expedites it if you let these fall down. So if I were to break this, it would fall and it would take a lot of damage to the, whatchamacallit, to the anvil. I'm thinking I want to make a cobblestone farm so I don't have to go down there and mine 6 stacks of cobblestone. I could just AFK mine it, but I think it doesn't matter what we do, we're going to have to mine it anyways. So might as well get to mining, right? Alrighty, guys. We're back. We went ahead and we grabbed 12 stacks of cobblestone instead of just 9 because we're looking to do ideally 2 stacks of observers and pistons. So that means 6 stacks per stack of observer. We're going to need 12 total. So that's that. Now, we do not have all the redstone we need. There we go. So, see, there goes half our stuff there. We will need to take another 14. And then, there we go. 2 stacks of observers. Boom. Done and done. Now, we're going to go ahead and do that one more time and make ourselves another stack of pistons. We need to turn all of that into redstone. There we go. Redstone, stack of pistons, boom. Okay. Hard part's done. Now, we're going to need a lot. Half a stack of redstone ain't gonna be enough. Let's go get a couple more stacks of redstone. I know just where to go for some redstone too. We're gonna head straight down to the bottom, right where we started our little strip mine hub at, because that is going to have a bunch of redstone waiting for us. So we'll make this quick. Speak of the devil. Okay, nothing there. Look at all this redstone. Boom, back to normal looking. There we go. There's that. Alright, we're heading back. Ooh, somebody's feeling a little spicy. I thought I could get away with not having to fight him. But he woke up and chose violence today, so... bedtime it is. We've got our 2 stacks of pistons, our 2 stacks of observers, our over 2 stacks of redstone. We will need to make ourselves some hoppers and a couple of chests. So, turn all this into chests. We're gonna leave 2, and we will make. I think we're only gonna need 2 hoppers. So that's just an extra chest for later. We'll see. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We might end up using it. We never know. Bam. Okay. See that? And we still have a stack of iron almost. Not too shabby. We're going to take a bunch of this stuff. And we're going to pick a nice, gorgeous texture like that. There we go. We can toss the bones. Yeah. Looks like we don't need any more bones. We'll toss the torches in here too, because we are going to need a substantial amount of dirt. So there's that. And we will also need a substantial amount of water. So I think we're going to do this all in the same location as everything else. So with that being said, let's get to it. So we're going to go. We don't have the Java for the bedrock block placing shortcut for ship clicking. Oh well. We may actually want this even one more higher. So we'll do that. No, we don't want to place the hopper there. We want to place this. Click on it. These pumpkins are getting in the way. Or melons. Click on it. I didn't raise the side up. So I gotta go this way. Okay. I have a handicap if you watch. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Did I? I went one too far. Because you're supposed to be in line with this. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Boom, fixed it. Fixed it just like that, too. Boom, 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 boom. Booyah. Okay, now what we're going to do, build yourself a staircase up here, is we want to do, oh, how do we work this? We could go this way, but no, we want to go this way, which means we'll do water here. And then dirt, pistons observers, dirt, water, dirt, no. Also we did piston observers, dirt, water, dirt, piston observers, dirt, water. Either way, it's off. Okay. This is the least off, though, if we do it like this. So, piston observers, dirt, water, dirt, piston observers, gap, piston observers, dirt, water. There we go. Okay. So as of right now, that'd be one stack, two stacks. So we gotta make an extra 5 blocks long. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Aye. Dang it. Okay, 2, 3. There we go. So we gotta go out. I'm gonna do this over here. Alright guys, so I'll show you what we got going on here so far anyways. So what it's going to be is it'll be a dirt block, this will be a water channel, pushing everything out to this end and then down to the center here and down into the chest at the bottom. But on this row here it'll look just like this, so observer piston all the way down. Okay, from there we're going to do a block along the back here, so just like this, and it'll be the same deal on the outer edges, and on the top of that will be a redstone wire going all the way down as well. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's see, let's go ahead and finish this up here. Then all we do is just do all the way to the very end, and now it is officially wired up. So now, boom, fires everything on both sides. And that, so planted in front of each one of these observers will be the melon seed or the pumpkin seed, depending on which side it's on. I'm going to have one side for melons, one side for pumpkins, or I might do tiers. So it's going to be a half a stack per layer of pistons observers for each of these. So, or rather, sorry, a full stack, because it used half a stack for one. So one stack and then another stack. I might do melons on one side, pumpkins on the other, or I might do melons on one layer, pumpkins on another. I'm not sure yet. It doesn't really matter though, but they will be placed in front of the observers, so when they grow up, you'll see it fire every time it enters a new growth stage. But then once they're maxed, like they're grown to their max height, whenever they grow a pumpkin, it will grow in front of the piston, or same for a melon, it'll grow in front of the piston, and it will change its state to be the bent looking growth state like this, and that will trigger the pistons to fire and break the blocks. So, and when they break, they will fall into the water channel, come down to here, and down into the chests. That way we can trade with the villagers. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get back to building this, and then I will see you guys once it is time to place everything down. Unfortunately, what we will need to do is place up, we'll need to eventually get some ice blocks, but what we will do until then is we will just place a pressure plate down each 8 blocks, so that way it just keeps going along. And once we do eventually get the ice block, it'll continue and it'll flow a lot faster. So yeah, let me go ahead and get back to it, and I will see you guys once it is time to place everything down. Alright guys, so we've got our melon seeds ready to go. And this is what to expect when it is wired up properly. All the pistons all the way down should fire. Now, there is a slight exception. So, as you know, redstone can only travel a certain distance, meaning that as this one grows, this observer will fire up to that maximum distance. So those down there, as you saw, did not fire. That's fine, that's not a big deal. There we go. So we got one full stack of pumpkin or melon seeds planted, and that used up half of our resources. I did make a second stack, but I don't know that I'm going to plant those yet. I want one stack of each, so this is going to be one level of melons. Next level will be 4 pumpkins. So we do need to go exploring for some ice to put here, because if it doesn't contain, if an item does not have enough momentum to carry it through, it will actually get stopped here. So, but there is usually enough momentum. See how it got stopped there? However, if it gets pushed there, it makes it all the way through. If it makes it through one, it'll make it through the rest. So that's the thing. See? And all the way down to here. It just comes down, drops right into this hopper and into the chest. So, there you go. This is now fully automated. We don't have to worry about harvesting melons ever again. Those rows are actually a little bit longer, as you notice. This doesn't come quite all the way out. Each one of those does go, I need to move that out one, but each one of those rows does go to here. It's longer this way as well as this way over here. I need to eat because I can't run. The reason I made it longer is to make it a nice even 16 blocks one way, 16 blocks that way, or sorry, 32, 32, 32, 32. So that used a full 2 stacks of dirt. However, because you're alternating one observer, one piston, one observer, one piston, yada yada yada, you only end up using 16, 16, so that's a half a stack, and then you go 16, 16, that's a full stack. So it's one full stack of observers and pistons per layer. However, you do not alternate with the redstone, so that is 32, 32, and 32, so that's a stack and a half of redstone per layer. So we actually need to go and get another 40-something redstone, give or take. Alright, guys, I'm back. So far I have not extended this yet to the second level. It is running and going though. So, doing its thing. Just thought, as you guys notice in my inventory, there is some nether wart. What I did was I went to the nether to get some levels. Got the redstone that we needed. It's in the chest there. Got a good bit of bone meal. Reason I went to go get some levels is because I figure as of right now we need the ice blocks pretty bad. Okay, as you already saw, there's some sitting. There's on one of these here. There they are, right there. So we definitely need the ice blocks, because right there is 7 of them. That's 10 right there. So we definitely need those ice blocks, so I'm going to try to prioritize that. So figured I need something to get the ice blocks, so I need to, so you can see right there, it's pretty bad. So I figured I'd prioritize the enchantment. Alright, get the silk touch, and then well, found silk touch on a book enchantment, so pretty good there. But needed the levels for it, so got the levels. Didn't die or anything, so you didn't miss anything. All I did was just mine quartz. So that's why my levels are a little different than when you last saw me. We're at 28 now. I enchanted that book. So now we are going to open all these up, get them going, and then now that these guys are going, we can go ahead and put everything away. As you see, there is another diamond pickaxe in my inventory. There's a reason for that. I figured I would enchant the book to get the silk touch guaranteed. Then I went and checked the enchantment for this to see if I could get silk touch as this, or if it's just efficiency 4, what have you. And it came out to efficiency 5 after rolling it a couple times, so this is efficiency 4, so I put it there, see if we can't, I made it so that way maybe we can try to get some, levels and enchant it, hopefully get silk touch on that, and then we can enchant an axe with the silk touch book instead, save us some time. When I went mining, I did come back with a few more diamonds. We literally just went back to the big mine that we found earlier, so like I said, you guys didn't miss much. It's just a couple of diamonds, and then made my pickaxe, and then got levels, so nothing to report. And I figured I could use some soul sand for some elevators here in the future. Next episode, I think we will try to find ice or somehow finagle a wandering villager to spawn, unless we can get Frostwalker on our boots. If we can get Frostwalker on these boots, we'll just go and do it, and then we'll be fine. Prop 4 isn't bad. Okay, we're going to have to call it quits there, because it is getting pretty late my time IRL, so we will need to... Ooh, somebody wants to make it a baby's here, too. We will need to, like I said, call it quits, come back another time to go ahead and finish up the farm, get the ice that we need, all that fun jazz. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to a good stopping point like I had wanted, but the stopping point found us today, which is what it is. Not the end of the world. It'll get done. So, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.